Hi, Royce Morales. I am a spiritual teacher and a transformational facilitator. I have written 3 books on my teachings, and I also have a radio show called Listen Up with Royce Morales that really focuses in on trusting our intuition. So today, I want to talk about being present, being in the moment. If you have been on a spiritual path or self-development work of any kind, you've probably heard that phrase. You probably realize how important it is to really be present. But what does that mean? I'm going to talk about that. I define it as being fully aware, being completely engrossed in whatever it is you're doing, fully present in your consciousness, not allowing the past to pull you back and not kind of fantasizing about the future. That's really what being present is, not being yanked around by the past or the future. I think probably one of the saddest things ever is to discover that you haven't been present in your life. And unfortunately, a lot of times you don't discover that until one day when you realize, oh my gosh, I haven't even been present. It's kind of like you have a grandchild and suddenly you realize, oh my God, I was never present for my own child. Or suddenly just realizing that, gosh, I don't remember anything about any of the vacations I've gone on. Thank God for pictures, right? So it's probably one of the biggest regrets you can have, to wake up and realize, I have not been present in my life. It's just extraordinarily sad. So it's kind of like, unfortunately, driving along on the freeway or on the street or whatever, and suddenly there's an accident in front of you, or a dog runs out in front of you, and you realize, oh my God, where have I been? So that's kind of like what life does to shake you out of the dream or the unconsciousness that you're in. And sometimes that's what it takes to wake you up and get you to be present. Sadly, again, it's like, wow, why can't I just be there in the moment all the time? And why, you may ask? It's because of fears and programming and the deep sense of not deserving to be in present time. I always say that everything goes back down to deservingness. So subconscious fear pulls us out of the moment. You're having a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm just sitting here thinking about, are they judging my hair? Or what are they thinking about me? Or what am I going to say next? Or what's going to happen when this conversation is done? All of those fears pull you out of the moment. And of course, where do those fears come from? They come from the inner programming, that the decisions that you made during moments of pain or loss. And I talk about that all the time in my other videos. So if you're not sure about where that programming comes from, listen to some of my other videos because I go into some details about that. So all those subconscious fears pull us out of the moment. And like I said, it's the biggest regret you're going to have when you look back on your life. Where was I? What was going on? Why was I not present? And the more you discover that subconscious programming running in the background, it's like this little computer programming that's always running, that's affecting you and pulling your energy and taking you out of the moment. Once you discover the sources of those programs, you're going to find yourself effortlessly in the moment. In fact, you're going to be so much more awake and aware and joyful. Even during moments of pain, you're going to be able to be much more present if you're not yanked to the past, that unresolved pain that's still impacting you, the trauma. So, like I said, there's nothing more important. It doesn't mean, sometimes when I talk about being in the moment, people think I'm saying, well, you should just like forget about the past and don't worry about the future. No, it's kind of a nice balance between those three. So if something is going on, you can draw upon the past to help you versus yanking you in the past and impacting you subconsciously. And you can draw upon, think about the future and plan for the future, but you're not fantasizing about it and being yanked there because you don't want to deal with the present moment. So it's being responsible in either places and doing what's appropriate, being in the moment, drawing on the future, drawing on the past. So it's also not about avoiding the present. Sometimes we're not allowing ourselves to be in the moment because we're so avoidant of that we just don't want that, what we think is going to be painful. So we just kind of live in some other realm, not the present. So, as I always say, you deserve to not miss your life. And if you're ready to do some digging to find out why you're always pulled out of the moment, reach out to me, roycemorales.com. I'd love to help dig up some of the roots of whatever it is that's pulling you out of the moment, because again, you really deserve to be in the moment of your life with yourself, with others, with what you're here to do. All of that deserves you to be completely 100% present. Again, subscribe, like my videos, and you'll be notified when I come out with new ones. I'm doing new ones all the time, and they're all really interesting topics that can help you change your life. All of my contact information is in the description of my videos, and you can ask questions, leave comments. I get back to people really fast. I would love for you to be part of what I offer. It's all about getting into the moment that you truly deserve. Thank you for listening.